On this episode of Patriot Games, Justin surprises everyone with some pretty cool off-road gear.
We're going buggying. Who's coming?
The Jeep convoy tackle Moab Rim, one of the craziest ridgelines in Moab.
That's crazy.
But Matty and Justin don't see eye to eye.
Oh, dude, I hear you, but I don't know why everyone was yelling at me. I'm like, yeah, cool, dude, I got it.
The international R&D trip continues for the Patriot Campers trailers.
Honestly, if that trailer goes, dude, we're going off this bank, hey?
As they're put through unfamiliar terrain and amazing scenery.
Sheet metal was my livelihood, but I never thought I'd be building gear like this. Every week, we turn tons of steel into rolling works of art. Some of the toughest gear in the world comes out of this factory. Building this gear is only half the fun. No one tests like we do.
That's it, mate. Dude, I got it.
My passion has taken my family to the edges of the earth. Life's a game. We know how to play it. Patriot Games.
Justin from Patriot Campers has assembled a crew of family and friends in Moab, Utah. They're staying at the KOA campgrounds, and while Justin and Sarah are here to launch Patriot Campers into the USA, he's also been hiding some toys from the crew. And he's keen to get out and explore the Moab desert a little differently.
I've been hiding the 3 Polarises now for 3 days. They've been sitting down in the bottom paddock. The boys were asking me while I was at the show whether I could hook something up. Now, I told them that I had the General just for the show purposes, and Polaris picked it up that afternoon. Little did they know, I always had this one in the bag.
What do you reckon, boys? You reckon they're going to get a bit excited?
Oh yeah, they're going to lose it.
Do you reckon you guys are more excited or they're more excited?
Us.
Girls were really starting to get a little bit stir-crazy. So today, thought the perfect opportunity to bring out the big guns.
I hope that they had no idea, because obviously they saw the General at the show, but I told them that I had to give it back to Polaris. So, I'm really kind of hoping that they don't know it's coming.
Is that Justin?
You follow your lead there.
Look at Matty. I think Matty's a bit excited.
You're on the 900, Bobby.
I think he spoiled
You're on
you
the
guys.
900.
Oh yeah, we are rolling there. Let's go give him a look.
Am I the king of surprises or what? That's the General from the show.
Unreal.
So Polaris has let me have him for a few days, yeah? We're going buggying. Who's coming?
Bobby can have the 900.
So everyone's got a little bit of cabin fever. We've been sitting around here for a bit. Justin's pulled out another surprise, one that we've all wanted but didn't know whether it was coming. Brought the Polarises, and now we get to go out and have some fun. The stuff we all really enjoy.
I've got a spot. I've got a surprise. I like a spot.
No?
So who's in what?
I've got a perfect spot. Well, we're going to be in the Razor, and then everybody else can fight over the rest of them.
Okay.
We got 10 seats, so we need to figure out who's coming.
So me, Justin and Matt, we all own Polarises, the RZRs, and we've all raced them in this series back in Australia. Now I've heard about these Generals, the 4-doors, and I've never had a chance to play with one, so that's going to be mine for today. I can't wait to get into it.
Boy, dude, you should see this trail we're going on where we're taking the girls. Yeah? Moab Rim, it's called. Have you heard of it?
Nope.
Apparently winds up around the edge of a cliff and goes...
I'm scared of heights, remember?
I know that. But after yesterday, dude, I know you can handle it. You wind up this cliff and apparently the ledge is just like this sheer drop-off down into the Colorado River.
Yeah.
Yeah? Perfect for these. Yeah?
Justin says we're going to Moab Rim in the buggies. I know what he's thinking. He knows I'm scared of heights.
So that's where we're heading, but don't tell the girls.
No
Yeah?
worries.
We'll get all the cameras on them and...
Yeah, they'll love it.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's going to be good.
I'll try to scare Kira a bit.
Yeah, you're going to scare the shit out of her.
Okay.
You'll probably scare you a little bit more. I've got a lot of experience with the Polaris gear, but not in terrain like this. Rock crawling in the RZR, bring that on.
The Rim stands proud and tall way above the mighty Colorado River, and it's the go-to spot for serious rock crawling buggies. The scenery is breathtaking, and when you're there, it feels like you're a gunslinger in the Wild West. Justin is keeping quiet as to just how crazy this adventure is going to get.
Ramps. What do you need ramps for?
as the boys unload their Polaris gear and Matty's nerves have already started to build. To make matters worse, Justin's put him in one of the smaller Polaris Razors.
This thing is so cute, dude. You're gonna look good in this.
Signed up on the 900. I don't know what Justin's thinking. I'm going to look like a giraffe on a clown bike.
This thing's cool, man.
You want all these in the car?
I think so, yeah. Mia, hold on to that bar. If anything happens, darling, you do not let go of that bar. You hold on to that tight, don't put your hands out the window or anything, okay? Yeah? You scared?
You should be.
Here we are on Moab Rim. Look, to be perfectly honest with you, I was warned about it. I was told how gnarly this was, but I thought that we'd give it a go, and having the Polaris gear, I know what those things are capable of. I've seen some videos of people climbing up here, and I thought, you know what, this will be a fun day out.
So we just get to Moab Rim. Justin didn't exactly explain what it was like. We get there, it did look a bit steep.
Yeah, this is definitely not a track for the camper trailers.
So everyone's really excited to be here, especially Justin. This is a pretty gnarly looking hill and I didn't really realise at the bottom what it was going to be. Now I'm the first person, as well as my brother, to put ourselves into dumb situations. But with the family here, the kids, the wives, the girlfriends, it's not a position or a place that I feel comfortable.
Kira's next to me, she's loving it. She's got her phone out, she's Instagramming and Snapchatting or whatever she does. I don't think she realises how dangerous this actually is. I'm looking at this hill going, this ain't safe. I'm in this 900, first time I've ever been in it. It feels narrow, tipping, it's lifting wheels. I'm starting to freak out.
The convoy of buggies make their way up the steep and dangerous hill climb. The trail is super narrow and everyone's keeping their wits about them as they navigate the rocky terrain.
You right back there, darling? Look at that. Look down there. I got right up to the top on the ledge and I stopped on this ledge, and obviously for me, having my older brother with me to keep me grounded every now and again, well, look, that keeps the family safe. I get a little bit hot-headed sometimes. When my eye's on the prize, I just want to get there at any cost.
Hey, Justin, you got a copy?
Yeah, buddy, gotcha.
Mate, I can't take this thing up there, buddy. It's too tippy. Yeah, it's too tippy, mate. I've already put it on its side.
You rolled over already?
Nah, almost though.
Hang on, mate, I'll walk back down. And I seen Jamie behind me come on the radio. I walked back down. I could see on his face he wasn't impressed. I'm coming back down, Matt. You want to help me guide, Matt?
As I said earlier, I've always wanted to drive one of these Generals. I've seen what they can do, but I'm not sure with myself behind the wheel. Got a little bit sketchy, felt a little bit uncomfortable. With a different driver, it possibly, and more than likely would get up there, but not with me today.
There's a pretty hard bit up there. Like that step that I'm
have a
sitting
chat
on.
with that mountain biker, see if you've seen anybody up here and then.
Hey, Matt, what do you want to do, mate?
Let's go somewhere else, a bit flatter.
Well, I'm committed where I am. I cannot turn around. I mean, I could probably go up the top and turn around, but I can't turn around here.
Yeah, I'm not taking this thing up any further, mate. I've almost got it on its side now.
We come to this hill and probably not really expecting what it's like, and Justin's Razors had no problems going up it, but these little the little 900 and the 1000 General are a bit narrow, and they just couldn't handle the angles that's going on here.
You're away from the ledges. There's no more ledges. Yeah, if you guys don't feel comfortable, that's fine. I hear exactly what he's saying. Look how narrow this thing is. Mate, in the Razor, I feel fine. I've got a big wide wheelbase, you know what I mean? Keep your hands inside, mate.
The boys have decided that the trail is too risky for the side-by-sides, so they decide to guide Matty and Jamie back down the ridgeline.
Go left hand down,
But
mate.
Justin's Razor was a little harder to manoeuvre out.
More left hand down.
I felt a little bit defeated, and we turned around and we started heading back down. And as we got down, we saw 3 other Razors coming back up. Now, I started piping up with the boys saying, look, here comes another 3 Razors. They're doing it. Why can't we?
Justin's not one to back down, but as more and more side-by-sides roll up to the foot of the trail, Matty and Jamie are about to be proven right, and the safety of all involved comes into serious question.
The boys started yelling at me from down the bottom of the hill. I started running down. As I was heading down, I'd seen a razor up on 3 wheels, sitting on the edge of the ledge, and this guy, I was sure he was going over.
That's crazy. Hey, Jamie, take that side.
Now, our cameraman was up the top, still with the girls. As I was running down, I quickly grabbed one of the Garmin Verbs off one of the buggies and filmed it as best as I could. Jamie and Matty ended up pulling the buggy back onto the wheels. But one of his mates, he'd already got around and he was heading up the top. Jamie and Matty, they're back up the hill, they're yelling and screaming. There's another red razor up the top, trying to get over the boulders that I just turned around on.
Reverse back. Straight back. Left hand down. Left hand down. Left hand down. Other way.
As I got closer, I could see a little head popping up out of the back seat. There's a 2-year-old kid sitting in the back of the razor, Dad sitting on the edge of a cliff of what must be probably a 250-metre drop. Do you want us to grab him out the back? Just in case, we'll hold on to him. I couldn't stand there and watch it happen. I ran in, whipped the kid out of the back seat.
Yeah, I think it's a better idea, man. Give him here, buddy. Just hold that, roll that. Come here, buddy.
Come and hang out with the twins. Thank you. Come on, mate. Come on. You're all right, mate. Come on. Come on.
Come here. Not safe in there, mate. Hold on to him, mate.
Passed him over to Sarah and continued filming on the Verb. Old mate kept on going and going. He's smashing this thing into the rocks. Sure enough, you heard the bang, he done a rear CV.
Done a rear axle.
Snap it?
Yeah. It's either axle or CV. He's done either one.
Well, let me see if we can get it up this.
I felt so cheated that the 2 boys didn't want to make it all the way up. I just had my mind set on getting to the top. In the heat of all the commotion, I felt like the boys were blaming me, but they were just trying to do the right thing. Oh, dude, I hear you, but I don't know why everyone was yelling at me. I'm like, yeah, cool, dude, I got it with that. No dramas, even that. Now, boys will be boys. In the heat of the moment, me and Matty, we had a bit of a heated discussion.
You want to fight?
No, I don't want to fight you. You're too big and strong. I wasn't going to get too close to him, though. He's about 6'4" and got 20 kilos on me. I know when to pick my battles. Let's go find the radio. Perfect. Yeah? That's our mission for today, is to find my radio. Mission number 2, stop yelling at me when goes wrong, because it's not all my fault.
I thought you said you loved me this morning.
I did, and that's why I was so upset. I'm telling you I love you 5 minutes ago.
That's my
and then we get up
problem with
the
Kira.
top and yelling and screaming at me. Now I know how Kira feels, man.
No, that's my problem with her. She does that. I was like, I love you, baby, and then she gets angry at me.
So you're comparing me to your wife? Sometimes you just got to know when to pull the pin. Now, most of the time, I don't know when to do it, but Jamie and Matty, I hate to say it, this time they were all right. We're heading off to find somewhere else where we can spend the afternoon with the family safely.
Thank God that's over. Justin's come to his senses. We're getting the hell out of here.
After the decision was made to abandon the Moab Rim, the Patriot Campers crew hit the road back to Gemini Bridges. The last time they were there, Justin lost a GME UHF radio over the edge. But this time, the crew plan on tackling the epic landmark on the back of UTVs.
Let's see if we can figure out how to get into that canyon. One of the kids actually mentioned on the way, Dad, let's try and find your CB. So there it was. The goal for the afternoon was to try and find my CB that I dropped down the arch the day before. All right, where are we? Up Gemini Bridges Road, then we've got to get onto Bull Canyon Road. So left not far out of Gemini Bridges. Done. Bull Canyon Road, let's go. Cruising back up the ridge in the Razor 1000 4-door with Sarah sitting beside me, Christian in the back, and Mia behind my wife. What a moment. Only can experience that in Utah.
I've done buggying before with Justin, not too much. When you're out here and you've got all this epic stuff to look at, you're not going to sit at home and do nothing, so we gave it a shot. Put Justin behind the wheel of anything and he just goes crazy. So we got to the flats and I was a bit nervous that he was thinking he was racing Fink. Mia was nervous, I was nervous, but we trust Justin. It was epic.
Finally got a chance to take the General out. Those big, wide open tracks, hauling ass, it was unreal.
There's not a lot of places back in Australia that we can use these things for what they were built for. So, for this trip, we were definitely going to get the use out of them. I've got a lot of experience with the Polaris Razor. I've owned a few of them, but at the moment, I have a General. So I was keen as beans to get back in the Razor, but the four-door adds a whole new dimension, bringing everyone along with you.
Justin, Jamie and Matty take the chance to let loose in the Polaris Razors. But the boys can't afford to get complacent in unknown territory. This terrain can humble even the most experienced drivers. The Patriot Campers crew are taking a different route out to Gemini Bridges. They're on a mission to recover Justin's lost two-way radio. The boys know their way around a Polaris side-by-side, but even the most experienced drivers will be tested out here.
We've got these big, wide open straights. We're flying into them. Jam on the brakes, slide into a left hand. You've got a right hand straight after it. You're snaking your way through the middle of a canyon. Where else in the world can you do that?
Previously coming from racing the Polaris Razors, jumping in this 900 was a bit daunting, especially when we're cruising around cliffs and rock faces and stuff like that. But after some time, it got easier and I felt more confident and the thing was actually quite sure-footed.
After we left the Moab Rim, we headed out to the Gemini Bridges. Once we hit those trails, we started to have heaps more fun.
The convoy approached some harder terrain, and in usual fashion, the Patriot boys want to do it the hard way. Jamie's keen, but no one consulted the girls.
So the first obstacle, the hill climb. I've seen Generals do that kind of stuff before. I've never done it myself. It was a hell of an experience to finally get up there and have a crack.
You ready to go up that? Yes?
Yes.
Are you scared? Good.
Come on, mate, you look all right. It's just that back wheels in. You're not going to go over. Here's that bit. Get crawling, mate. Already.
So that was nothing I've ever experienced on four wheels before. Hanging vertical, one wheel off the ground, looking at the sky, that's something you have to try.
That slides up better.
Yeah, I need both wheels in.
There you go, there you go.
Hanging vertical on that wall, I started to smell something, and I know that smell, and it's not a good one.
Jamie, your belt's smoking. Oi, oi! Jamie!
You had it in high range, mate. It's still pretty low range now.
Your belt's smoking its ass off, dude. I'd let that cool down for 10.
So the tyres were spinning, there was a bit of smoke, and I knew that was the belt. I hope that's not going to bite me in the arse later.
You snap that belt, mate, we got trouble.
Then when we hit that vertical face, you know what? I was kind of a little bit happy when Jamie's belt started smoking because I was itching to give that a crack.
So we got to the rock ledge and Justin wanted to attempt to go up vertical. Mia wanted to jump out of the car. We all stayed buckled in. Nerve-wracking, but yeah, I wasn't going to be the chicken.
I bounced up it a couple of times, straight over the top. No challenge for the 1000. We are the champions.
Matty is up next in the 900cc Polaris. He doesn't hesitate and drives straight up the steep incline that defeated Jamie.
Jamie's fried his belt, Justin's taking the chicken track. I'm going to see what this 900 can do.
Come on, get up there.
That rock climb did look like heaps of fun. But being in that little buggy, for safety reasons, Matt decided to kick me out.
Oh, Matty's doing the good one.
Now, Matty climbing that wall in the baby razor, that's something you'd normally see at a circus. Big guy like that, little car, I was looking for the clowns.
There's no way I was going to let this defeat me. I'm going to show these boys how it's done.
Can't steer.
I was throwing that thing around like a rag doll.
Wait, dude, you look like you're manhandling that thing, eh?
Matty is a seasoned side-by-side veteran, and he won the RZR Championship in Australia. He knows how to steer a razor, but this is a totally different machine.
More run up! More run up! Just hit it. Yeah, Matty! That was awesome! Oh, how was that? Was that awesome? You're not manhandling it. Right, you're in there and like, as you move, the whole thing's moving with you, dude. That was awesome. Good stuff.
There you go. I've definitely just proved that size doesn't matter.
The Patriot Campers crew have been giving the Polaris gear a workout over the trails of Moab. They've conquered their first steep rock climb, but Jamie's had some mechanical issues, so it's time to let his general cool down.
Jamie, your belt's smoking. Hey, hey, Jamie.
You got it in high range, mate. It's all pretty low range now.
Your belt's smoking its ass off, dude. I'd let that cool down for 10.
Now, with this crew, you can't not do anything. Once Matty got up, I was getting up there no matter what.
We're going up there. Matt got up. You coming up?
I don't want to do this. I'm getting out.
Really?
Yeah.
Jamie's partner Amelia isn't keen on driving up the steep incline that tested seasoned veteran Matty. So Justin's son Ashton jumps in shotgun without hesitation.
So after a couple of tentative tries, I was either going to get up there or I was going to put on its lid. Easy does it. Just got to get that right line.
Let's do it. Come on.
Put the foot on the floor, straight up.
With the whole crew having completed the rock climb, it's back to the task at hand, recovering Justin's two-way GME. But with all the excitement, no one's paid attention to the orienteering part of the trip.
The terrain in this country is something else. From corner to corner, it's constantly changing. Rock, sand, cliffs, drop-offs. It's unbelievable how every corner brings you a different surprise.
So when we got to the top of this awesome rock climb, we're looking around and you could have been anywhere. 360 views up there with the family, our friends. Maybe it's time for Justin to step up from the 2-door to the 4-door and get the whole family involved.
I've been in enough of these situations before with Justin to know that none of these guys know where they're going. This is going nowhere. I'm pulling the baby card and we're out of here.
Hey, Juzzy, you got a copy?
Yeah, mate, gotcha.
Mate, we're gonna have to head back, mate. It's getting late and Heidi's back at camp. Sorry, dude, we gotta go, man.
What, Heidi?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
been with Bobby all day.
Are you guys going to be right getting out?
Hopefully.
Kira?
It's up to him. I hope we get out. We've got a few waters, we've got our jumpers.
I've got to get my radio back, eh? That thing was like $300.
Matty and Kira had a great time today. No Heidi with them, but, you know, they had to leave early and get back to the baby.
Yep.
You're all good?
All good.
All right, thanks
See you
heaps.
soon,
All right, dude, I'll see you back at
Good
camp.
luck, guys. Catch you later.
There's a common theme with us. We always just seem to jump in without really knowing what we're doing. Today was another one of those examples. We navigated the best that we could. Who knows if we're going to make it?
I don't know where we are.
Well, we can go back and have a look at that. Was there any signs at all at that fork?
It's a long way back there, dude. Well, it's 5:30 now.
I can go this way.
Yeah, but babe, this could take us out to anywhere. We're either better off going forward or coming back on the track we came in on. Because this could go anywhere. Or do you want to just bang down this for 20 minutes? Now, I'll give you the hot tip. When you go to a destination that you don't know, especially when you're off-roading, take a GPS with you. In this instance, we didn't. I've had the Garmin Rhino in the car with me since I left Australia. But on this day, just wasn't there. Yeah, mate, dead end.
Yeah, mate, when you took a right, I saw a left and it looked like a lot more of a main trail than this.
I'll head back towards here, mate.
Now, Jamie and I, we don't get beaten that often. Today's method of navigation, the stars. But where's the Southern Cross?
Yeah, mate, another dead end. It's not looking good.
That's the fate, dude. Hey, you know what? Who cares? Whatever.
Oh, mate, I'm having an adventure.
What a sick day. Didn't get my radio back. I think someone owes me $300. Actually, I owe me $300 for dropping the radio. Let's try not to forget those rhinos next time.
I think that was Matt's job.
Yeah, maybe Matt's
That's why he left. On the way out, the trails are really wide and open. You really get to stand on these things. Unfortunately, having damaged the belt earlier, it got overheated by being held flat for such long periods of time. I heard that noise, bang, and knew exactly what it was. Very unusual for one of these. Oh, we blew a belt. Due to the dust, Justin was a fair bit ahead of us. I tried to get on the CB, couldn't reach him. He was way out of range. Blew the belt, it's got no drive. What? It's got no drive, we've blown the belt out of it. A couple of Jeep guys popped up over the ridge, came straight to us and offered to give us a hand. Yeah, and I'll just unspool my winch and I can go at your pace perfectly fine.
Okay, perfect.
Fantastic.
There's nothing like a bit of action in your adventure. And with Jamie's buggy not running, Ashton gives him a hand to connect the winch to some friendly passers-by for a tow.
Jamie, copy?
Yeah, mate, we've blown a belt, but a couple of guys are nice enough to stop and they're going to tow us up with the Jeep. We had no recovery kit, but luckily the General comes standing with a winch. Backed it out, hooked it up to the Jeep, and they towed us straight out.
It's been another adventurous day of ups and downs in Moab. But the crew aren't taking their foot off the gas just yet, and it's time to take the Patriot Camper trailers where they've never been before. The Patriot Campers team have had a relaxed morning with their families, but the boys are itching to get back out onto the trails of the Moab Desert. Sunset beers on Hell's Revenge sounds like the perfect way to end the day.
Hell's Revenge, let's get up the top. Go grab your mate. Go grab your stupid big mate.
Has he been one of the boys today?
I'll come with you. Let's go get him. That's 2 for today, and that just cracked. We're back at camp, but I've come up with another plan. I'm going to fill the fridges in the camper trailers and take the boys out for a well-deserved afternoon beer. We'll go watch the sunset, man. A couple of hours. Awesome. Yeah, let's roll.
The boys head off and make a quick stopover for beer. But the boys aren't really sure where the closest bottle-o is. Lucky for them, the local servo has got them covered.
What are we getting?
Bud Lights. We've got to drive back.
Yeah, true.
Woo. So we'll just have a couple of beers each. Do you want a hot dog?
No, I'm all right, buddy, thanks. They look fresh.
Would you eat that?
No, I wouldn't.
Are you serious? That's nasty. Why can't we do this today? Just pull it anywhere and buy a beer.
There we go.
5, 13.
Thank you.
Oh, hang on, I do have my wallet. Do you want me to chip in or what?
That was the fast one.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
See you later. We haven't been dragging these things around for no reason. Yeah? Get the whole thing frozen.
And is there something that can hold this thing up or not on this one?
Do you want to learn something or not?
Yeah, tell me.
The reason they don't stay open is so no one can leave the fridge open. And when you got kids around, you know what kids do? They leave the fridge open, dude.
Fair enough.
This chews more power in your camper than anything else. Do you want to put some in your trailer or not? Don't worry about standing them up, Matt.
All right.
We're going full driving, Matt.
Okay.
You can leave your neurotic, like dysfunctional disorder somewhere behind.
Right out.
What's wrong with you, dude?
There we go. Done.
All right.
Let's do mine.
All right, let's go do yours. All right, beer's done. Hell's Gate for the afternoon, yeah? You guys have heard about this place?
Yeah, this has to be the most famous trail out here, doesn't it?
Well, this is the one that I've seen. Everything that I've read about Moab, everything mentions this one, yeah?
That one with the big rock climb where your wheels are on either side of it.
That's it, in between those 2 boulders or whatever.
We're going to put a trailer through that.
We're going to put 3 trailers through that, dude.
I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
So I've heard about Hell's Revenge before. I know it's a little bit gnarly. We've got the camper trailers with us. We figured we'd give it a go anyway. This could be a little bit interesting.
Boy, dude, we're going up that.
Mate, I tell you what, it's lucky the girls aren't here.
Oh my God.
There'll be a few of them walking up that.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous.
Should be right.
Dude, that's nasty.
Tell us, what are your thoughts on taking the camper trailers through, what you were saying before?
Non-experienced people, I wouldn't recommend it.
Why is that?
Because there's some spots in there that are very hairy.
Oh my God, dude. Ash, listen, remember, if we're gonna roll, dude, yep, hold on to that bar, or cross your arms like a race car, dude. Cross your arms and like hug yourself, hold on to the seatbelt, okay?
Yeah, like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you good on my side.
And definitely don't do Hell's Gate, escalator, or the tip over challenge, because those are gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
But it's not bad from here if you do the bypass.
Do you think they'll make it right around with the trailers?
Yeah, the guys in the trailers, I don't know if they're gonna make it or not. It's pretty nasty up there.
This is full on, dude. And the worst thing is, if we place a wheel wrong with that trailer, and that trailer starts slipping, dude, we're going with it.
Oh yeah.
Heading up to that ridge line was absolutely intense. It's the only way into the track, and you really don't realise until you get up there just how narrow it is. Do you reckon this is the first camper trailer ever to drive up this?
Oh yeah. Jeez. Oh.
Are we picking a wheel up?
I don't know.
Hold on, Ashton. Boy, how's that trailer look, mate? Honestly, if that trailer goes, dude, we're going off this bank, hey? Boy, I'm dead set serious, man. I'm really scared.
All right, I'm coming up. When Justin came over that radio, I knew something wasn't quite right. We've done a lot of dumb stuff before in the past together, and when his tone hits that kind of note, I know he needs some help. Stay here, don't touch anything.
Okay, come back slow, Justin.
Yeah, mate, I want to get Ashton out the car, dude.
All right, I'll tuck him down. You're pretty safe. You back it up just a bit, and then come up on that side of the ridge. You won't be articulated as much, but you're 100% right. That's what I was worried about popping up there.
Mate, if that trailer kicks off, we're going with it.
All right, pop out.
So you're right to get out there?
Yep.
Justin's feeling nervous about this ridge, and while he has absolute confidence in the Jeep and camper trailer, he doesn't take any chances.
Is it good over the ridge?
The ridge is fine. We'll just back you up, get you on the left.
Okay, just come and guide me down, mate. I'm not worried about the car, dude. I'm just worried about the trailer. If the trailer goes, man, I'm going with it.
The Patriot Campers convoy are tackling the insane Hell's Revenge in Moab, Utah. And Justin's found himself in a precarious position along the first ridgeline.
Is that front wheel coming up in the air, mate?
No, you're right.
Now, looking out the sides of the Jeep and seeing how narrow that trail was, I started getting a little bit concerned about the camper trailer. If I pick the wrong line and that camper trailer decides to go off the edge, the Jeep's going with it.
Just keep coming back slow. The tow hitch is what's been holding you up. It's just been riding it so you weren't on your suspension.
I want to get the trailer in that other side of that ridge, mate.
Keep coming, Justin. You're good, keep coming. Hey, Justin, you want to swing the trailer around to me a bit, mate?
I feel like I've got to go back a bit more to straighten it up.
Justin, keep going forward. Keep going right. Keep going right. Keep going right. Straighten yourself up now to your left.
Yeah, good?
Yeah, good, keep going.
Yeah, okay, that feels good, man. Now I'm feeling a little bit better.
Keep going.
All right, boys, get back in your cars.
Go.
I'll get Ashton with me. And when you put yourselves in those situations, you've got to rely on the guys that are around you. And there's no way I would have continued on that trail if Jamie and Matty weren't there to spot me.
After reaching some more stable ground, the crew reform and continue along the narrow ridgeline. It occurs to Justin that this might be the first time a trailer has been towed along Hell's Revenge.
If this doesn't make you feel like you're alive, dude, I don't know what would. Honestly, I don't know what would.
Oh, yeah.
This is gnarly. Look at that drop down there, man.
There's no way we'd be allowed to do this in Australia.
With the first ridgeline done, the convoy continue onto some rocky terrain. Justin's brother Bobby isn't towing a trailer and he's gone on ahead. But he's found himself in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, second, I'm trying to climb a really steep hill. What are you worried about, Bobby? You haven't got a trailer. I might need a guide here for this kind of thing.
Well, keep going straight, Bobby. I can see you from here. Just keep going straight.
Straight up, Bobby. Cool. I'm coming, mate. Just hold up there.
You're vertical.
You are vertical.
Bad, I'm stuck.
You're maybe a little bit challenged, but you're definitely not stuck. Bit vertically challenged. Just hold on there, I'll come and get you.
Came to a little bit of a rock incline, started driving up it, didn't want any help until I realised I couldn't actually even see where I was going.
Hey, you got eggs. You're good.
I just can't see anything, I'm blind.
Straight up, dude, that's you. Straight up, a little bit of left hand down, left hand down, left hand down, left hand down, left hand down. Now we're going straighten up, straighten up. A little bit more left hand down, that's it. Easy, dude. Easy.
Gnarly. All right, who's trying with a trailer?
Now, Bobby got up there pretty easy with his Jeep, but he doesn't have a trailer on the back. It's really time to put these Patriots to the test.
You're going to have to talk to me the whole way.
Yeah, no worries, Rob. I just want to get you there first. Go slow.
Yeah, go slow. Make sure it's not going to dig, and then we'll ride it up. Okay. Justin's given us the go-ahead. Matty's guiding me. There are so many things that can go wrong, but this should be interesting.
Probably a bit left hand down. Left hand down, mate.
Just watch the hitch, bottom me out.
Actually, straighten up there. Go left hand down. Yeah, go slow. Just go real slow. No, hold up, hold up. Just go real slow, Jamie. It's real slow, real slow. Keep going, because you're going to hit rock. It was a 90-degree hill, and with that angle, we're worried that the camper trailer was going to smash through the back of the Jeep.
Yeah, it's not as deep to drop on this side.
Yeah. You just got to be over there a little bit more. Jamie, you want to be right-hand wheel and my left, where my foot is there. No matter what, between Justin and I, Jamie was going to get up.
Just take it real slow, mate. Real slow, real slow.
I'm just going to try popping it from here.
You're just starting to touch the rock now.
That's it, mate. Just stay there, mate. You have to pull your back with the trailer.
Now, when Jamie backed down and I heard that bang, I thought, oh no, he's damaged the front of the trailer. Now, these are the only 3 Patriot campers in the United States. I can't afford for anything to go wrong with them. So we decided to hook up the winch and drag him up the face. Listen, what we'll do is, I'll drive up around the top, I'll pull the winch out and I'll winch up it. Okay. Yeah? No damage? No, a little bit, but we'll be right. Yeah? I'll winch up it.
Now, they didn't go to plan. I had a bit of a problem and got hung up. Justin jumped on the CB straight away and said stop. He did not need this camper damaged.
Matty and Justin unhitched the X1 and inched their way around Jamie to start the tricky recovery.
Yeah, just park it there, mate.
Run this down. You gonna need a shackle or not? Yeah, Christian, go chuck that on, mate. Throw it on. Put it about halfway if you can, man.
In the excitement of it all, safety often gets forgotten. But when you're winching, you can get dangerous pretty quickly.
Put a bit of power on it, just keep the power right down so the wheels are ain't just spinning.
Yeah, Roger, just let me know when you guys are going to start pulling. I'll start it up.
All right, just go slow, Jamie. Power on slowly.
Power on, power on. Just go slow, mate. Let the winch do the work. Yep.
That's the right line. Trailer's looking good.
Power on, power on, power on.
Jamie, don't. Just let the winch do the work, mate.
Okay, Jamie, hold on to power there.
Justin, put a bit of tension on it, slack.
Jamie, just slow. And Justin, just real slowly, because I might need to tell you to stop if it starts dragging them over. All right, Justin, just stop there, mate. We have to reposition.
The way Jamie was coming up the hill, we had to reposition the winch to pull him up straight.
Radio.
Now, me and the boys, in situations like this, we run like a well-oiled machine. Everybody knows their job. And in dangerous situations, you've got to have faith in your team.
Radio, take the slack, Justin.
All right, Jamie, you ready?
Yeah, mate, give it a go.
Winching.
Real slow.
You got traction there now, mate. Jamie, you got traction, mate? I got traction.
Yeah, looking good.
Driving forward, take the strain off this winch.
Just stay there for a sec, Jamie.
Well done, boys, we got him. Now we only got 2 more out there somewhere. Good job here, mate.
I reckon Jamie's come off all right, this one.
Oh, dude, are you kidding?
How'd you go?
Patriot Campers.
Can we do it again?
Felt tough. Are you kidding? I thought it was wrecked. I thought this thing wasn't going. I thought I was going to be calling Warren tonight and getting something air freighted over. That's fine.
I thought it was the pop top.
That's about it. Man, something cracks, bud. I heard something crack. What? Oh, there we go.
It's a Jeep thing.
Yep, it is a Jeep thing. Something did crack. I heard the fiberglass. There it is there. Look at that. That's a beauty.
Nothing a Nico won't fix.
No, exactly. We'll just paint that in with pen and we'll get our deposit back.
James Bride copped it a little bit too.
Oh, did it crack though?
A little bit of a crack, yeah. Tiny little one.
That's a little bit of paint.
You owe me $4,000, dude.
Yeah, just add it to my bill.
The crew head up around the rock ledge to prevent any more damage to the trailers and continue along Hell's Revenge. But what they're about to see on the other side will blow their minds.
Goosebumps I got rolling over those mountains, seeing my 3 camper trailers finally on US soil, and in a location like this, what an unbelievable feeling. We're going up.
Oh, that sounds like right in your face.
Looks a bit different from me.
Oh, dude, it looks a little bit different from here, and the sun is right in your face too, dude. We're doing this pretty gnarly.
You going there, Juz?
Mate, it's walking up all right, but it's really hard to see where the track is, dude.
Don't fall off the edge.
Now, rolling over that ridgeline as the sun's coming down, taking in where we're at, I'm not an emotional type of person, not that good with feelings, but I tell you what, being here with the boys, you've got to get a little bit emotional about this kind of stuff.
Matt, you are in for a treat there, brother. And now there is a massive drop.
The country out here is amazing. Coming up that ridgeline, I didn't even realise how high up we were. I totally forgot about my fear of heights. I wish the girls were here to see this too.
Now, spending the afternoon out here with the boys in this scenery was absolutely amazing. But I'm definitely coming back here with Sarah and the kids. There is no way we could do this back in Australia, and this trail, I'll definitely be back.
Patriot Campers was never about building camper trailers. For Justin, it's always been about aiding the exploration of Australia without limit. He's proved that his gear will go anywhere back home. But it's a pretty special feeling to realise they've made it all the way to the most treacherous trails the USA has to offer.
All right, boys, over here. I promise you the beers. Get them out the fridge, Matt.
Rightio.
Can't have beer on an unlevel surface, can you? Oh. Oh.
There we go.
What's here, Matt?
That's it. Yeah.
Boys, that was one of the best things I've ever done in my life.
Cheers, boys. Job, Matty.
Unreal. Cheers, boys.
As the boys enjoy a nice coldie as the sun sets over the red rocks of Moab, they reminisce on their adventures so far. But if heading up Hell's Revenge was hard, getting back before dark will be nearly impossible. Next time on Patriot Games, the boys get caught in the dark heading back from Hell's Revenge.
So Hell's Revenge is not done with us yet.
Moab saved the best till last as the crew attempt to climb Hell's Gate.
Mate, I can't hear you. Talk louder.
I don't know if it's such a good idea anymore.
Nah, come on, mate. We're going to do it.
Really, I'm shitting bricks.
No, you'll be fine, mate. Listen.
As the trip ends for Justin and Sarah's mates, it's off for one final adventure with the twins and Mia.